Hello friends, my name is Animesh and welcome to my channel. First of all, I hope all of you are doing good in these times. Do take care of yourselves. Today I wanted to talk about trading. So I'm not sure how many of you actually do trading, but here I'm not talking of day trading. I'm talking of trading with combination of futures and options. So short-term trading, let's say 5 to 10 days, with a combination of futures and options. So using futures and options or in futures and options. Why I don't like day trading? Because you're bound by the day. You have no control over how the price will move in that particular day. If you're very unlucky, it's like pure luck. You don't have control over it because you're bound by the day. Imagine you have a little more control over it. So if you had, let's say, 5 to 10 days of control, then probably day trading or week trading would be really popular. The best stock, according to me, in terms of trading in the futures and options segment is Tata Motors. This stock has given me so much returns in the last 6 months. It's really great. Let's look at the history of Tata Motors. Let's understand why this stock became my favorite. So Tata Motors is basically a vehicle manufacturing company in the automotive segment. It not only is involved in the passenger vehicle business but also the heavy vehicle business. Until 2016 or let's say 2018, Tata Motors were doing really good because it had a monopoly. It had introduced Tata Indica at that time, and Tata Indica was really famous, and everybody around the Indian not only urban areas but rural areas had Tata Indicas. Then what happened is they did not have a further concept apart from Tata Indica. So that led to huge losses in its passenger vehicle segment. So if you see the stock movement, the stock right from 2016 to 2018 was trading in around 500 to 400 rupees. But then if you see, there was a sharp decline in the share price of this stock. This was so much so that the price fell down to around 90 to 100 rupees, also due to lockdown, plus the bad business that it was doing over the years. So if you see the lowest price range, it's from 90 to 100 for a significant amount of time. Even the market had discounted this share and nobody really used to pay attention here. Then what happened was the management started to pay attention and started to really think about this particular, because Tata is a group, right? So it has many companies. TCS is profitable, Tata Consumer is profitable, but they were neglecting Tata Motors for a very long time. But now the perspective has changed. Tatas are now also considering Tata Motors as one of their pillars in the entire Tata group. So this was the first positive news or the first positive outlook for Tata Motors. Recently, what Tata's thought is they need to bifurcate the passenger vehicle segment and the heavy vehicle segment. The reason for that was the heavy vehicle segment was doing good or doing average throughout its tenure. The villain here was the passenger vehicle segment. Right from 2018 onwards or 2017 onwards, the passenger vehicle segment was incurring heavy losses. This totally makes sense to distribute these two business segments into different entities. In January, they announced that they're going to sell the passenger vehicle segment to its colleague industry, or we can say a junior Tata Motors called Tata DVR. The deal is the passenger vehicle segment goes to Tata DVR. Tata DVR will buy this for 9,000 crores. Here there are two avenues to look at this news. The first avenue is the original Tata Motors company, which is now only focused on heavy vehicle manufacturing. Secondly, Tata DVR, which is only focused on passenger vehicle manufacturing. So Tata DVR is free to take its own decisions, free to design new cars, free to partner with, let's say, Tesla-like companies to bring in electric expertise and so on. Tata Motors original has been doing great in the heavy vehicle segment throughout. So it has to just continue doing that and possibly introduce an electric angle to it. So this news of bifurcation of its business segments, fueled with the rumor of partnering with Tesla, really skyrocketed this stock. So the price went from 90 rupees to 360 rupees recently in February. So this was not the only news that fueled this stock. So there was other news as well. So this other news was coming from the government. So in around January or late December, government announced that it plans to allocate some money like 18,000 crores for public transportation business. The government planned to buy 20,000 buses for this purpose. And if you really look at the heavy vehicle segment, Tatas and Ashok Leyland are the only big market players in the Indian subcontinent. This news, along with the rumor plus the bifurcation news, really fueled the Tata Motor outlook for the entire stock market or the recent investors that had come up. Now that was the history. Now if you look at, so I'll pull up a chart. If you look at the 6-month chart, you will see that stock price is so erratic. I will not say volatile. The price is so erratic and it is tied down to the market sentiment so much that you can see the movement happening around 20 rupees in this stock. So 10% movement. It is range bound from 290 rupees up to 320 rupees spanned across 6 months. Now this particular chart is really good for a trader, right? So you can imagine the potential of earning 10 rupees every 5 days on a lot size of 5,700. If you look from this perspective, you're not only earning on the upside, you're also earning on the downside. I remember I have not only bought Tata Motors futures, but also I have sold Tata Motors futures very often. So if you think that way, you can really earn like 50,000 rupees every 5 days. So imagine earning, let's say, 2 lakh rupees a month. Put up another image of certain movements. So for example, if you see the February movement, you can see it moved from 290 to 356 or 360 rupees. And also in the recent lockdown, it fell from 360 to 290 rupees and again rose up to 318 rupees. So this kind of movement generates so much money because 20 rupees into 5,700 lot size is 1 lakh rupees plus, right? So definitely this stock needs to be looked at from a trading lens for the next 3 or 4 months, because I believe due to COVID, this volatility is going to stay, and any positive news will bring up 10 rupees more to the stock. Any negative news will obviously bring back the stock 10 rupees down. Also, if you look at the Land Rover business, the UK based company that Tata owns, right? The first 2 quarters were really profitable. First time this company was profitable in many years. That's why also the price rise from 100 rupees to 360 rupees, right? It's 3x your money. Similarly, in this quarter, the sales have not met its expectation. So expectation was really high and the sales were okay, but not as expected. So that's why the stock fell. And the added fuel was the COVID. Now, the second reason why I feel this is a safe bet for trading is because for the long run perspective, it's a good stock. It will give you, or it will show you 400 rupees in the long run. This is because it's a large cap company. It has turned over its business. It is a trusted brand. Tata's has always been a trusted brand. Plus, the market volume is usually really high when it comes to Tata Motors. Considering all these factors, I would say that you should definitely look at Tata Motors both from a long-term perspective and from a trading angle. And there is one more good news. Yesterday, the lot size was reduced from 5,700 to 2,800. This means the margin required earlier, which was used around 6 lakh rupees, has now reduced to, let's say, 3 lakh rupees because of halving the lot size. So summary is, just have a look, understand the risk, and then invest. Alright, so that was my experience, and that's why I wanted to share this experience with you, my fellow traders. So I hope you liked the video. If you like it, just leave a thumbs up. It will help me grow the channel, and do consider subscribing. Until next time, start early, invest now. Cheers.